Alright, so there's been a couple rumors going around, and one of them is that the DR-Z400S may be cancelled. Let's take a look at where those rumors came from, and let's analyze three possibilities of what actually could be happening. I heard a couple people mention this, and in fact, one of my riding buddies who rides a DR-Z messaged me yesterday about it, so I figured let's make a video and let's talk about it real quick. Where all this is stemming from is the fact that Suzuki released this 2025 lineup, which included the DR650, but the DR-Z was not present. Now this could mean a few different things. Number one, which could be the most simple explanation, would be they just haven't announced it yet, or for some reason it just didn't get in the lineup right away. Now that one's kind of hard to believe since the lineup was announced June 12th, which at this point is almost 2 weeks ago, and not really hearing too much from Suzuki, that's kind of strange. The second possibility could be, well, it's discontinued. Though I would not want it to be discontinued, but there's a couple reasons why that could be true. Number one, the DR-Z is not in a lot of markets as it is anyway. And just like Yamaha did with the WR250, they could just completely take it off the market. So you gotta understand, motorcycling's kind of a niche, and then dual sporting's kind of a niche of a niche. And on top of it, dual sport motorcycles not only have to compete with other manufacturers, but a dozen other models in its class. And that's basically why these comparative videos that I do are so popular, because there's so much to choose from. And the reason why it wasn't in a lot of markets is because it's not in the standards of ABS or emissions, which eliminates it from a lot of European markets and other markets like Australia. Here in the States, we still of course get all the motorcycles. So that's a possibility, which I hope isn't true. Or there's number three, which is kind of exciting. And just like Honda did in 2021, they may be holding off the DR-Z for a refresh. Now this could be done absolutely wrong, and it could look like the DR-Z happens to get fuel injection and gains a bunch of weight to compensate for ABS, etc. That would be the worst case scenario, because the DR-Z is already a tall and heavy bike, relatively speaking, for the purpose of dual sport. It does make a fine adventure bike, and especially for taller riders. A few modifications like a windscreen and a bigger fuel tank, and that thing's ready to go across the country. Now there could be a nice wish list for all of us who like to ride, which is hopefully we keep a similar weight, we get fuel injection, and we get a sixth gear. And then I feel like DR-Z will be trailblazing back on the market again if that is true. I would have to buy one at that point because that's much more appealing than a lot of the other new models that have come out to me, but only time will tell. Let me know in the comments below if you're a DR-Z fan or if you know someone that rides a DR-Z. I have a full DR-Z400 review, and in fact I have a video on my schedule that's partially done of the DR-Z400 versus the DR-650 of which one you should buy, because you go into a Suzuki dealer, they're both appealing, and I could really break down the pluses and minuses from one to the other. But that video is not ready yet, so I wanted to open the conversation about this odd absence of the lineup. Well guys, stay safe out there, always wear your gear. My name is Andrew, and this is Motorcycles Off-Road. Thanks for watching guys.